What if the best revenge is not revenge at all? What if the most powerful move you can make is not to react, not to seek closure, not to prove a point, not to chase? Because the moment you do nothing, you become untouchable. You see, when she leaves, when she walks away like you meant nothing, she expects a reaction. Anger, desperation. A late-night text saying you miss her. That's what she's prepared for. That's what every other man does. But the man who does nothing, the man who simply disappears, he becomes unforgettable. Silence is unsettling. It forces the mind to fill in the blanks. And right now, she thinks she has you figured out. She believes you'll break, that it's only a matter of time before you reach out. She's comfortable in the belief that she holds the power. But when that text never comes, when you don't fight for her, when you simply vanish, that's when the cracks begin to form. The questions creep in. Did I misjudge him? Did I actually mean so little? Is he already moving on? The pain of losing you will hit her like a storm, not because you begged, not because you tried to change her mind, but because you didn't, because your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. A man who chases signals weakness. A man who disappears signals power, and power is what lingers. This is the beginning of something bigger than heartbreak. This is the beginning of your transformation. The moment you stop seeking external validation is the moment you reclaim your internal strength. You're not trying to win her back. You're not trying to make her jealous. You're simply becoming the man you were always meant to be. And in that process, she loses more than you ever did. If you're done being predictable, if you're ready to embrace true power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my silence controls them. Now, let's begin. Number 1, the fall, the moment she walks away. And just like that, she's gone. You never thought it would happen like this. Maybe she seemed distant for a while. Maybe you ignored the signs. Or maybe it happened in an instant. One moment she was yours, and the next she was someone else's. The pain, it's suffocating, a gut-wrenching mix of anger, confusion, and disbelief. Your mind keeps looping the same question. Why? Why did she walk away? Why weren't you enough? Why does it feel like the world just collapsed under your feet? This is where most men break. This is where they scramble for answers, where they beg, where they plead. The desperate texts, the emotional calls, the late-night messages filled with regret. They don't realize that every attempt to bring her back only pushes her further away. Because neediness is repulsive. It signals dependency, and dependency is the opposite of attraction. The harder you cling, the faster she runs. This is the moment you must understand one thing. Pain is just information. It is not your enemy. It is not here to destroy you. It is here to wake you up. Every great transformation begins with suffering. Every powerful man you admire has been shattered before, left in the cold, abandoned, underestimated. But what separates the weak from the strong is how they respond. You have two choices: drown in self-pity, or rise from the fire and become something she never saw coming. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't explain yourself. You accept the pain, you embrace it, and then you let it forge you into something indestructible. If you're done suffering in silence, if you're ready to turn your pain into power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Pain fuels my transformation. Number 2, the trap. Why most men fail here. This is where the weak crumble. The moment she walks away, the panic sets in. The fear of loss makes men act out of desperation. And desperation, it's the fastest way to kill respect. You see, when she left, she wasn't expecting you to vanish. She was expecting you to chase, to ask for an explanation, to fight for her attention. This is the trap, and most men walk right into it. They start rationalizing. Maybe if I just talk to her, maybe if I remind her of the good times, maybe if I prove how much I care, she'll come back. But this mindset is rooted in weakness, because here's the truth. She already made up her mind before she left. The moment she decided to walk away, she had already convinced herself that you weren't worth staying for. She had already planned her exit. And if you chase her now, you only confirm her belief. The moment you try to negotiate attraction, you lose. She doesn't want to be convinced. She doesn't want your explanations. And she definitely doesn't want to feel like she's doing you a favor by staying. She wants what she can't have. That's human nature. It's the psychology of value. We only chase what is scarce. The moment you become abundant, emotionally, mentally, and even physically, you shift the dynamic. But if you beg, if you try to remind her of what you had, she will see you as nothing more than an option she's already outgrown. Nope, that's not you. You are not an option. You are the loss she never saw coming. You are the silence that haunts her when she realizes you never reached out. Because nothing unsettles a person more than expecting a reaction and getting nothing. If you're done chasing ghosts, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not chase. I attract. Number 3. The pivot. Turning pain into power. This is the moment everything changes. The moment you stop seeing heartbreak as a curse and start using it as fuel. Pain is energy. It can either break you or it can forge you into something unstoppable. The only difference, what you do with it. Most men stay trapped in the cycle, stalking her social media, obsessing over what she's doing, replaying old memories like a broken record. They let the pain consume them. But a man who understands power, he channels pain into transformation. He doesn't run from it. He doesn't numb it with distractions. He faces it. He lets it sharpen him. Look in the mirror. This version of you, the one drowning in loss, the one questioning his worth, this is not the man you were born to be. This is only the beginning of something greater. But first, you must detach. Emotionally, mentally, physically. She is no longer your priority. You are. Your energy is no longer wasted on someone who walked away. It is redirected into building, into evolving, into becoming so powerful that her absence feels like a joke in comparison. You want to know when she will start to regret? When she sees you glowing without her. When she realizes that the man she left is not the man she would get back. Because while she was busy moving on, you were busy becoming untouchable. This is the pivot. This is where you rise. If you're done living in the past, if you're ready to evolve into your highest self, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Pain makes me powerful. Number 4. The Vanishing Act, mastering the art of silence. Nothing is more powerful than silence. It is a weapon, a statement, and a test of control, because when a woman leaves, she expects one thing above all, a reaction. She expects you to show pain, to reach out, to make it clear that she still has a hold on you. That's what she's prepared for. But when you do nothing, when you don't text, don't watch her stories, don't like her posts, when you disappear completely, it disrupts her reality. Suddenly she doesn't have confirmation that you're suffering. Suddenly she has to wonder, why hasn't he reached out? Is he over me already? Did I make a mistake? Silence is psychological warfare. It forces her to fill in the blanks. And the human mind, it always assumes the worst. She starts imagining things far more powerful than any words you could say. Maybe you found someone better. Maybe you never cared as much as she thought. Maybe she was wrong about you. This is why you don't break. This is why you don't send that "I miss you" text. Every time you resist the urge to react, you reclaim a piece of your power, because the moment you stay silent, you become a mystery, and mystery, it creates attraction. Nope. You are not predictable. You are not desperate. You are not weak. You are the ghost she didn't expect to haunt her. If you're done explaining yourself, if you're ready to master the power of silence, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Number 5. The Phoenix, rebuilding from the ashes. This is where legends are made. This is where you stop thinking about her and start thinking about you. She left? Good. That was the spark. Now, you rise. Not to get her back, not to prove a point, but because this pain has revealed something powerful. You were never meant to stay the same. Most men stay stuck in the grief. They waste months, sometimes years, reliving a moment that's already gone. But the ones who become untouchable, they use heartbreak as a catalyst. They level up, physically, mentally, financially. Every single day, they become a version of themselves that their old self wouldn't even recognize. Hit the gym, upgrade your mind, build your empire. Every hour spent thinking about her is an hour wasted, an hour that could have been spent forging a life so great that one day you'll look back and laugh. Because here's the truth, the best revenge is never revenge. The best revenge is transformation. And when she sees it, when she stumbles across you months from now, unbothered, stronger, moving in ways she never expected, that's when she feels it. The regret, the doubt, the realization that the man she left no longer exists. Nope, you are not the same. You have burned the old version of yourself to the ground, and from the ashes you rise. If you're done waiting, if you're ready to become something unstoppable, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I rise from the ashes stronger than ever. Number 6. The Unshaken Man. Indifference is the ultimate weapon. She expects you to care, to still be watching, still be hoping, still be waiting for a chance to prove your worth. But when you show nothing, no reaction, no emotion, no interest, that's when the shift happens. Because nothing is more powerful than indifference. Indifference means you've already won. It means you no longer need her. And a man who needs nothing attracts everything. This is the paradox of power. When you stop wanting something, it starts chasing you. The truth is, attraction isn't built on words, it's built on energy. And when your energy screams, "I do not care," she feels it. It eats away at her. Because women expect to be desired, they expect to be missed. But when you move like she never existed, when you don't watch her stories, don't react to her attempts to get your attention, don't acknowledge her presence, she feels invisible. And the moment she feels invisible to you is the moment she starts craving your validation. Nope. You don't need closure. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to prove a damn thing. Because when you are truly indifferent, you hold all the power. If you're done caring about what doesn't serve you, if you're ready to embody true power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am unshaken. I am unstoppable. Number 7. The return. When she realizes her mistake. And then it happens. A message, a reaction, a sudden like on an old post, something small, something subtle. But make no mistake, it's a test, because she's starting to feel it now. The emptiness, the silence, the weight of her decision. At first, she convinced herself that you'd be the one to fold, that you'd be waiting in the shadows, hoping for another chance. But instead, you disappeared. You became something she didn't expect, a man who moved on. And nothing unsettles a woman more than the realization that the door she once walked out of might not open again. But here's where most men fail. The moment she returns, they give away all their power. They rush to respond. They act like she's doing them a favor by coming back. Nope, that is not you. She is not your reward. Your growth is your reward. Your transformation is your reward. So when she reaches out, you don't react. You don't celebrate. You don't break the frame you've built, because the man she's reaching out to is not the same man she left. And if she's expecting to find the old version of you, the one who once put her on a pedestal, she's about to be very disappointed. If you're done falling for the same traps, if you're ready to stand in your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not return to what broke me. Number 8. The Stoic choice, the ultimate power move. Now the power is in your hands. The moment she reaches out, the moment she tries to slide back into your world, you have a choice. And this is where most men get it wrong. They think the goal was always to get her back, to finally hear those words, "I miss you. I made a mistake. I want you again." But here's the truth. If you truly evolved, you don't even want her anymore. Not because of pride, not because of resentment, but because the man you are now, the man who rebuilt himself from the ground up, would never settle for someone who walked away. She's not reaching out because she loves you. She's reaching out because she lost control over you, because the emotional grip she once had has vanished. And now, you are an enigma. She doesn't understand you anymore, and that burns her. But listen carefully. This is the moment that defines you. If you let her back in too easily, if you reward her for walking away, you undo everything you've built. The highest power move is not to seek revenge, not to play games, not to prove anything. It's to choose yourself so completely that she becomes irrelevant. Nope. You are not an option. You are not a second choice. You are the lesson she had to learn the hard way. If you're done settling for less than you deserve, if you're ready to be the man who walks away first, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I choose myself. Always. Number 9. The conclusion. Becoming an untouchable man. This is it. The final step. The moment you realize you were never losing her, she was losing you, because the truth is, she didn't walk away from you. She walked away from the old version of you, the one who placed her above himself, the one who craved her validation, the one who didn't yet understand his own worth. But that man is gone, burned away in the fire of transformation. And what remains? An untouchable man. A man who does not chase, does not beg, does not break. A man who stands so firmly in his own power that nothing, not her, not heartbreak, not rejection, can shake him. This was never about getting her back. This was never about proving anything to her. It was about proving everything to yourself. That you are whole on your own. That you are strong, disciplined, and in control. That no one, not her, not anyone, gets to determine your worth. And now she is just a fragment of the past, a memory of a lesson learned. Because the moment you let go, the moment you truly detach, the moment you realize you never needed her to begin with, is the moment you become free. Nope. You are not broken. You are not bitter. You are untouchable. If you're done living for others, if you're ready to step into your highest self, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am untouchable." And that is how you win, not by playing games, not by seeking revenge, but by becoming so unshakable, so focused, so powerful that nothing from your past can touch you. This journey wasn't about her, it was about you, about stepping into the kind of man who commands respect, who radiates strength, who never waits for someone who walked away. Because in the end, the man who holds all the power is the one who needs nothing from anyone. Not her, not validation, not approval, just himself. If this message hit you where it needed to, if you're ready to become the kind of man who cannot be broken, do it now. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And drop a final comment below. I am the prize. I am the power. Stay strong, stay stoic, and never forget who you are.